I lied to you. This is a 2026 rebrand. This is a full-on lifestyle, core habits, and mindset rebrand. Something that you can start today or even yesterday, and you can come back to it anytime you need to rethink your choices, anytime you need to recalibrate. This is not something that you will start on January 1st and forget about February. This is a rebrand for your life. And don't be thinking that you're going to be finishing this today. Take a week. Think of it carefully. This is a long-form game, so stay here with me. I hope I got you hooked. So let's start with the anti-vision. Your anti-vision is the life you are trying to avoid. I learned this from Dan Coe, and he completely changed the game for me. So when you start doing the things that you don't want in your life, you kind of start questioning yourself, like, why am I doing this? I made it clear that I don't want this in my life, so let me reframe my head and do exactly what I gotta do. You're so clear on what you're running from that it makes you even more clear about what you're running towards. Here are some examples of what you can include in your anti-vision. For me, I put, for example, phone addiction. Our phones are always there, and unfortunately, it's a thing that we can't really run away from unless you just go cold turkey and remove your phone from your life. But especially as a content creator, I still have my phone and my social media very present in my life. So what I got to do instead is work with it in a way that isn't unhealthy for me. That is something that is very clear in my anti-vision. I don't want a life with no movement, no exercising. I want a very active life. I don't want a life with no creative outlets, so just consuming and not creating. And I don't want a life where I have zero financial literacy. I want to know exactly where my money goes and how to build wealth. I do have a pretty big list of things I don't want for my life because I'm being very specific about it and just to reinforce it. But these are just some examples so that you have an idea of what I'm including. You can talk, for example, about the people in your life, the type of people you don't want in your life, the type of habits, the food, you can be as specific as you want. I forgot to mention, so maybe to know when you're editing, put this in the beginning. We're not typing this stuff, by the way. We are not typing this stuff. We are grabbing let me show you what this is. We are grabbing pen and paper. This is my new journal. I'm already done with my old journal. Every time I finish a journal, it's so sentimental because like there's so much in it of my life and it's a phase that we're closing. It's bittersweet. Look at how pretty she is. Yes. So pen and paper, guys, because if we write it down, it's just easier to keep it in our heads. Writing down makes us connect, body and mind. Here's one thing that most people mess up, including me, and that's something that I'm trying to work on. Sometimes we treat our goals as a checklist, and that's not the way to go about it. We want it to be something continuous, system that we build. For example, for content creation, I would be like, okay, let me record, check, edit, check, post, check, pat on the back, done. No, because then I would give myself a big break because I'm happy I did it and I posted it and I'm good. And let's say 3 months, we'll do the same thing. And I'm trying to rewire this. My goal is not anymore to post a video. The goal is to be a content creator. So instead of being happy and proud of the fact that I posted a video, I'm just going to include this in my routine. It's just part of my life. It's just something that I do continuously. And that's how I become a content creator. By producing constantly, editing, posting, and doing it all over again. It's a system. It's something that is continuous to me. It's part of my routine. So as we build our vision, we're not filling up a checklist. We're not ticking things on a checklist. We are building a system of repeatable habits that compound over time. Okay, I hope you're still here with me. Now let's go to our pen and paper and break things down into categories. And these are the categories that I have. We have body, mind, the career. If you're not working, maybe you're studying, finances, relationships, and your personal projects. Now, this is the way I decided to split my categories, but you can break it however you want. This is how I did it for 2025, and I think it is the best way for me. As soon as you're done breaking it into categories, we're gonna do a little dump on the paper. So you're gonna write without any judgments, without overthinking it. You're just gonna write as many goals as you have for each category, okay? You're just gonna write it down. Step 2, you're gonna prioritize. You're gonna look at these goals and you're gonna circle 1 to 2 goals that would impact your life the most right now. Step 3, spread them across the year. You don't have to try and do everything all at once. Everything, everywhere, all at once. You don't need to overstimulate yourself. For example, you can focus on your finances and health for the first quarter, and then the second quarter of the year, you're focusing on your body and mind. The plan is to gradually layer all of these goals so that you don't rely on motivation and you actually do these things. You got to be strategic about it. For example, last year, the first part of the year, I didn't have a very stable source of income. First of all, I'm living with my parents, so I have that privilege, but I didn't have a very stable source of income and my finances weren't the best. Like, I did some gigs here and there, but my finances weren't the best. So I knew that it was not the time for me to be focusing that much on my finances. I mean, I was definitely actively trying to find a stable source of income, which now I have. But when I didn't have it, I was just trying to find it, but it wasn't my main focus. So I was focusing, for example, on my health. So the point is, don't be sad if you cannot do everything right now, because that's not even how it's going to work. Just gradually start incorporating new habits into your life as soon as you are good with the 1 or 2 that you decided to focus on right now. I hope that makes sense to you. Now let's go to the fun part, the vision board. I love a vision board. I've been hearing some people on TikTok being like, vision boards are for little girls, blah, 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 blah. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. It's fun and it's exciting and it's a way for you to put your creativity out there as well. I love a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing vision board. But let's not forget, it's not only about the aesthetics, but it's about having something that you look at and it makes you want to act. And since we don't only want to rely on motivation, that's why we do the whole process of writing things down and making sure that we know exactly what we want. So you're gonna go to Pinterest. I'm gonna show you how I do this. You're gonna go to Pinterest, search for images that represent each of your prioritized goals. You're gonna search stuff like, for example, if you say content creation and you want to be specific about it and you put, those plates that YouTube gives you and you put that there. And basically you're just going to start saving everything. Then you go to Canva and you're going to do the collage as you want it. I also like to add some quotes that represent exactly what I stand for and make it something that you really want to look at. You can make it your wallpaper, you can print it, do whatever you want with it, whatever keeps it in front of you as a reminder of what you want and kind of like also as a reminder of how far you've come, because maybe 3 months from now or 6 months from now, you're going to look at this vision board and you're going to be like, actually, this is not anymore. This doesn't resonate with me anymore based on your actions lately, based on your circumstances, based on the people around you. Things can change, as I already made it very clear on my last video. Yeah, it can also be a reminder of how much things have changed, and then you can build a new vision board. Shape it. The fun part about it is that you can always shape it however you want it and make it yours. Don't forget that the vision board is kind of just a visual. It's kind of the dream part about it, the motivational part about it. What you actually want to focus on is what you're writing down right now, the work that you're doing right now. And the last thing I want to tell you and remind you of is to be flexible. Life will ebb and flow, and there will be variables that you will not be able to control, which is super normal. So don't forget that it is not that you failed. If challenges come towards your way, you're not failing. It's part of life. It's part of the plot. It's part of the journey. If something isn't working, adjust. If priorities shift, that's okay. This is your life, your system. you build it, and you shape it however you want it. The point is a continuous growth, not perfection. And I'm going to keep reminding you of that. So don't worry about it. And that is it. I wanted a quick practical video talking about all of this, not just for you, but also for me. I'm going to have so much fun doing my vision board. I hope 2026 goes super well to you. Rest of your life goes well. Think of this deeply during this week. Build your anti-vision, create your categories, make that beautiful vision board. And don't forget that this isn't just about 2026. This is about building a life that excites you right now. See you in the next one. Bye.